You may be in the pit with the power of P. See, when you're in the pit, you can only use words that begin with P. So let's get to it. But first, Genesis 37:24. And they took him and they cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. See, sometimes in life, it feels like we're in a pit. We don't know how we going to get out. There's no help around, or the ones that are around us don't want to help. Because this was talking about Joseph, his brothers that cast him into a pit. And so I imagine him like, yo, bro, like calling his brothers like, yo, can y'all help me get out? And at that point, they discussing what to do with him. But it's okay, because at the end, he got something more than what he thought he was going to get. Jeremiah 29:11, it says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you with a P, not to harm you, but to give you hope in the future. Because sometimes when you're in the pit, you feel hopeless. Is God really with me? You know, Psalms 40:2, he brought me up also out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings. See, God is trying to establish something when we fall in the pit. But what do you see? Pit can be punishment, can be promotion. That's what happened to Joseph. He was promoted, and even in Potiphar's house and all of what he did, he even got promoted while he was in prison. Pit can be pain, but we know pain births purpose. Anytime there's pain, God has something for it. Pain, what? It can be promise. God has a promise for you. It can be painful. Perseverance. Sometimes we may panic, but what if we were just persistent, or persistence? Is your past? Do you think about your past while you're in the pit? Well, if I would have did this, I wouldn't have been here. Well, if I'd have did this, when God said all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose, for those that love him. So no matter what it is, God's going to work it out to your good, even your past. Don't worry about it. It'll keep you humble. We can have peace in the pit. Do you see it as a penalty? It can be peaceful. It can be permanent, or it can be part-time. It could even be a pit stop. But God gave you permission to use the power of the P. It could be a phase. It ain't going to be that long. It could be positive. Potential. Power. Powerful. Practice. Practice? Yeah, we talking about practice. You can pray while you in the pit. Prayer. You can prepare while you in the pit. And it could just be the preseason. See, it's only for a season. It ain't going to last that long. You can press in the pit. Frederick Douglass says, without struggle, there is no progress. There can be pressure in the pit. See, you understand when there's pressure, that's how diamonds are formed. Or you can proceed while you're in the pit. See, even if life throws that at you, see, life never catches God by surprise. But no matter what it is, we should pray. And you got to speak positive, not negative. See, that's why that's why I was talking about, what do you see? That's why God says, walk by faith and not by sight. And yeah, you know what? Your feelings and emotions might be valid. This is how I feel when I'm in the pit. You know what? But God is trying to show you who's really on your side while you in the pit. You know, those that will try to help you get out. See, that's where it's at. Because even if something happens in life that we don't like, and we say, well, I thought so-and-so was going to be there for me. They said they was going to always be there for me. And then all of a sudden you might find somebody, and somebody come by. I'm like, are you okay? Do you need help? That's who you need. You need people around you that's going to pray for you. See, that's what it's talking about. See, because that's what God is doing. And, you know, sometimes you might feel in the pit. But you know what? What happened with Joseph? See, he got promotion. See, they threw him in the pit. But God gave him promotion, because God said what? Genesis 50:20, what the enemy meant for evil, God meant it for your good. See, and you might be feeling the way you're feeling right now. You watching this video like, you know what? I need something. Listen, it's all going to work out to your good. But watch this. Until then, I need you to pray. You got to be persistent. We need prayer. You got to speak positive. I know you might feel the way you feel, but you got to speak positive. That's why he said walk by faith and not by sight. And you got to take your eyes off of what it looks like so your faith can breathe. So that's what it's about. So as always, love y'all. God bless. God bless.